If you fall, I'm sorry. I don't have a phone stand. I just got you propped up. I gotta focus on the driving, though. Anyway, I try not to shit whip it in a turn and throw you that way. Anyway, you know me, my normal morning routine, dropping my youngin' off at school. And there y'all go. Y'all went flying on me. Haha. Okay. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. I should have known that was going to happen with the turn. I need to get something that'll secure this phone here, but we're good. We're straight. So I've been getting really tired lately. Like at 8 o'clock, I'm dead to the world, so I've been having to do my cleaning in the morning right now. Like, tell me, y'all leave it in the comments. Are you a morning cleaner or a night cleaner? Do you like to clean your house before you go to bed at night? Or do you like to clean your house when you wake up in the morning? Me personally, I like to be a night cleaner. I like my stuff clean before I go to bed, so when I wake up, it's clean for the whole next day. But lately, I don't know what's going on, if it's my health or... Sorry, I'm squinting and just bright as hell. I don't know what's going on with my health or my hormones, maybe, which I think it might be my hormones because... Ooh, with the turn. Because I had that one fallopian tube removed. So I think my hormones, ever since I had that surgery, I just cannot seem to get enough energy. I cannot get the energy back that I used to have. So it's like as soon as 7 o'clock at night hits, I just want to go to sleep. I'm tired. And that's not normal for me. I don't stay up late. I mean, I try to strive to go to bed by 9 o'clock. So getting really, really sleepy by 7 is concerning to me. The driveway. So yeah, so lately I've been cleaning in the mornings instead of cleaning up at night, which really irritates me and it makes me feel overwhelmed, especially when I'm the only one in the house tidying. I got a 10-year-old daughter and a almost 30-year-old fiance, so they know better. They do know better. And it gets so frustrating sometimes because it's like, you know, you have this family and, you know, I was so looking forward to when my daughter would be old enough to do chores to help. It's not like I wanted her to be my slave or nothing like that. Like, it was like finally an extra set of hands. And now she gives me attitude. She can't ever try to help. She half-asses everything. If I tell her to clean her room, she just shoves all her stuff under her dresser or something. Like, I had a really nice bed for her, like a beautiful black metal bed frame and everything. She shoved so much stuff. Like, for one, she started to sneak out in the middle of the night to our kitchen and sneak food to her bedroom. Like, you're 10 years old, why aren't you in bed? Why aren't you asleep? So, like, you get up, she gets up at like 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes and will sneak out and steal Pop-Tarts and shit and then shove all the food under her bed. And then it's like, it's frustrating because it's almost like every single day I have to deep clean your room. Not just a regular tidy, it's a full-blown deep clean. To where I don't even have time and energy to do anything else for the day. So, and because she won't clean it herself, she's old enough to be able to clean her own stuff. I've taught her, like, she's watched me clean. I've taught her little walkthroughs on how to clean up and all that, and she just does not care. She just doesn't give a crap. Doesn't care if she gets grounded or anything either, which is wild to me. Like, I'll take everything from her, like her video games, her television, everything, to where she can't even, like, walk out to the living room and catch us watching TV. If she walks out there, I'd cut it off. Like, I'm like, no, you're grounded. You need to clean this up and clean it properly. And once it's cleaned proper, your punishment will be lifted. Well, she don't like to listen to that. She don't care. I've got her now in therapy for it. So I'm praying that'll make progress, but I'm just so frustrated. And I think I had to vent about that because I feel like when I vent to my partner, it just goes in one ear and out the other. I'm just the woman. I'm supposed to just deal with it or whatever. And I'm fine with dealing with it, but I would just like to be heard sometimes. Just let me vent, let me, voice my frustrations. But they don't understand that. They don't understand that I'm a human being. I'm not a robot. I can't just get up and clean up after you all day long and then not get any type of respect back. Like, I don't know. It's one thing when I'm cleaning up after you all day long and then you keep it clean for yourself after I do all that work. But it's another thing for me to spend 5 hours on laundry and then you don't even put it away in your closet. You just throw it all over your floor. Now it's all dirty again. Where's the respect? Where's the respect, And of course, when that happens, of course, she gets grounded. People are like, oh, you need to spank her. Well, I do. I'll admit it. Sometimes she gets a spanking when it's warranted, when she is, on grounding, like she's on punishment and everything else. And if she keeps pushing it, she gets popped on the butt. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's what the Bible says. But once you pop them on the butt, that's as far as you can go with it. That's as far as I take it. And still that doesn't even work sometimes. So that's where the therapy comes in, where I had to get a counselor. Because I even told the counselor, I'm like, spanking don't work. None of it works. I do everything shy of what would be labeled as too harsh, I guess. I wouldn't say abuse because I wouldn't count it, I avoid being abusive with everything because I grew up with abusive parents and I will refuse to be like them. Period, point blank. I refuse to be abusive like my parents. So I do everything shy of what is considered a little harsh for punishment. Like, I don't ground her for weeks on end or no, and I ground her until the situation is rectified and she realizes her wrongdoings and then she's off punishment. Period, point blank. But like I said, if she keeps pushing me and being rude, she gets popped on the butt. It's just part of life. Sorry, I had to sip my coffee because we're about to take my produce basket outside. And we're going to take my produce basket and we're going to pick some tomatoes. Now, let me go through this produce basket because I think I'm going to have to put some of these in the freezer so they don't go bad. I like to freeze some of my produce before they go bad. These ones are getting a little too smushy, so I'm going to throw these away. So I'm not going to freeze those ones. But once I get enough tomatoes in my freezer bag, I'm going to make some pasta. Get me another freezer bag. So my jalapenos I bag separately. These are all my jalapenos that I grew fresh. Yes, they're starting to turn red, but that doesn't mean they're bad. So when a jalapeno turns red like this, they kind of develop a really sweet, more in-depth flavor, and they're really good. So I'm going to freeze these so they don't go bad, and I got to pick plenty more off my plant in a minute. So I'm going to pop these in the freezer. All of these tomatoes are good. So we're going to put all these little baby tomatoes in the freezer as well so they don't go bad. And then we're going to go pick some more. Let me get my peppers. Okay, where's the tomatoes at? I know my husband. There they are. So once I get enough tomatoes in the freezer, I'm going to make some pasta sauce. I didn't want to grow a whole bunch of tomatoes this year because sometimes the food gets wasted and I don't believe in food waste. So this is what we do to avoid food waste. We freeze all our extra produce and it will be cooked later either into a soup or a pasta sauce. So we got all our produce out of the basket. We're going to take our basket outside and we're going to go pick some more tomatoes and peppers and whatever's ripe outside. Whatever ripe object we got. Okay, add some onion paper still in the bottom of this basket. Come on, cat. My cat keeps bumping into me. Your cat, you guys have cats? Cat owners. Do your cats love to trip you up whenever you're walking around trying to do something? Because mine does. And she scares me sometimes. Like, I'm so afraid that I'm going to trip over her and break a leg. My cat is diabolical. She loves to sabotage me. Oh. Let me pick up my coffee. I have my basket in my hand and my phone and my coffee, so don't mind me juggling y'all around a little bit here. Shit. Okay. Smells like a fresh fire out here. The neighbors must have had a fire. But we got plenty of jalapenos to pick. And plenty of tomatoes. So let's pick them. Oh God, there's a lot of tomatoes ready. So I got my basket. And then there's plenty of them on here. Plenty on, ooh, wow, yeah. Plenty that needs picking. That needs a good picking. And then we got plenty of jalapenos over there to pick. And our bell peppers aren't quite ready yet. I don't pick these till they start changing color. But right now they're good. We're going to just start picking our tomatoes. So I'm going to get my basket. I'm going to just start popping them off the vine. Sometimes you could cut the whole thing off the vine, but I see little green ones still growing on these vines. So I'm going to leave the vine on. Oh, goodness. Got a lot of tomatoes. Now these tomatoes are a cross between cherry tomatoes and Roma, because I did have my Roma tomato too close to my cherry tomato. So now they're crisscross bred, but they made them so much better. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know how cherry tomatoes are real squishy and really like liquidy on the inside? Well, the Roma tomatoes are very meaty. So crossbreeding them made really wonderful, meaty, delicious tomatoes. We got plenty in here. We got plenty to pick. So let's keep picking them. Plenty of tomatoes. Put my produce basket down here. Now, see, I like to keep my tomatoes and stuff on this under an awning so they don't get over-rained and too much sunlight, because in the south here, this sunlight will burn them. They get burnt pretty good. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of fresh tomatoes. A lot. Oh, that one got eaten. Goodness, there's a ton of tomatoes. Look at this yield so far. That's amazing. Oh, I just walked into a spider web. That felt great. Don't bite me, Mr. Spider. I don't get too freaked out about spiders living in the country. I'm used to them. My husband, on the other hand, squeals like a baby. I think that's all the ripe ones we have. There's still plenty growing, though. We got plenty of tomatoes on this bad boy. Look at how beautiful these are, though. Oh my gosh, we got so many. And then this is all that came off the plant. That's almost enough for a whole can of tomato sauce. Almost. About like maybe a cup and a half more for it to make a good tomato sauce. Alright, we're going to clip up some jalapenos that are growing. So here's our jalapenos. Aren't they pretty? That one's a little bit small, but I think these might have accidentally crossbred with my mini bell pepper. I don't know. Hopefully not. I'm going to leave those on because they are a little small. But this one's more my size. This is what they're supposed to look like. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my thumb to just and cut that vine. It's a pretty piece of pepper right there. It's a beautiful jalapeno, and mine's pretty, they come out pretty hot. That's a small one. That one's a little too small. This one's right. Go ahead. Use your thumb. And it comes right off. Alright, I think I got one more jalapeno to pick. And the rest need to sit on there and grow a little bit longer. So I got 3 jalapenos, all these tomatoes. This one hasn't yielded any tomato, but she's getting new growth, so she's looking a lot better. She got sick and almost died on me. I think from too much water and not enough sunlight. So I'm letting her dry real good. She just started growing some new growth, so she's doing a lot better. I get some of these dead leaves off her. With these, you got to pick the dead leaves off because you don't want nutrition going to the dead leaves. You really don't. These leaves are looking a little worse for wear. But I'm going to leave them on for now because they're not withered. But, see, I don't know what's going on with this plant. I really don't. So I've been keeping it away from the other produce plants. In between my aloe and my basil, it's fine. Because it's not really bothering the basil. Basil's growing beautifully. I did get some basil seed off of her. Which does make it look a little more stringy once you let them start to seed and stuff. But basil seed is really good for you. You can almost eat it like chia seed. You let it soak in water and it gets really gooey. And it's actually really, really, really good for your body. I got my aloe, which none of these need to be plucked right now. Once they start to get smushy, you can peel one off. Like off the edge, they'll start to get weak and kind of gross looking. And, but no, this one's good. I don't need to pluck none. And I love to use the aloe in my hair. I'll massage my scalp with it. And then this is my lovely little succulent. She's growing just lovely. She had a hard time growing when I first got her. Alright. Let me just check on Betsy here and see if she needs water. Betsy's my tomato plant. She's a little dry, so we're going to go get some water for her. The rest of the plants are still very moist. But my tomato plant drinks water like it's crazy. Look at all these tomatoes. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited because I'm going to make some pasta sauce with all the tomatoes I put in the freezer and everything else. These are going to be really good. It's going to be a really good pasta sauce, all made from scratch out of my garden. I might do a live stream of me making the sauce, but real good homemade Italian spaghetti sauce from fresh tomatoes takes about 8 hours to cook. If you're doing it the way I do it, because you got to roast the tomatoes and everything first. And it's a labor of love. I'll have to say that. It is a labor of love. But let's go put our produce back on my little shelf in my basket. So now it's with all that. I need to tidy this table up a little bit. I have a whole basket full of seasonings. These are all my seasonings. I use a ton of them. But I like to keep them in a basket so that way I don't have to go in and out the cabinet, right? So I got my basket of seasonings. I just pull that off the shelf and put it wherever I'm cooking. And I don't have to go back and forth to grab my seasonings. I love having baskets for stuff. I really do. Almost a basket for everything that's like something you need to grab and like move over or whatever. So baskets for seasoning. I got baskets for produce. I got baskets for cat toys. Right. Hi, sweet girl. My cat has been a naughty, naughty girl today. She's knocking stuff off my table. Yeah, you were. You tried to knock my seasoning basket off my table. You did. You did? Yeah. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. What? Yeah? Oh, you like the fan? She loves to look at the ceiling fan. Oh, I'm getting kisses now. You gonna give everybody kisses? Yeah? Okay, give kisses. Good job. All right. She loves to give people kisses. Don't mind her. She loves to love. She loves to love. Anyway. So I gotta get ready here soon. Oh shit, I didn't put my chats on. It's only showing top messages. So if anybody sent me a chat, I'm sorry. I just turned it on so now I can see them. Because if I don't turn them on, it only shows top messages. Alright guys, hold on. Let me take y'all out. Now the dog's gotta go potty. Guys, calm down. My one dog, she cut her foot open. So I had to get it bandaged up and cleaned and everything. So now she has a little cast on her foot. But she's okay now. They told me that as long as she keeps it clean and out of dirt. So we just got to keep the little cast booty thing on her so she doesn't get dirt in it. Hold on, guys. Alright, wait. Stay. Stay. Good job. And here goes Tiger. Tiger's getting the zoomies in my house. Tiger. Come on, big boy. Where's the leash? I see one. Where's your collar at? Let me get these dogs on a leash real quick. Come here, Papa. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Hold on. Wait for me. Wait for Mommy. Alright. I know, big boy. My house is always so dark inside. That's because I don't keep every light on in the damn house. We use sunlight in here to save electricity. Alright, hold on. Let's get down the porch. Good job for not pulling me. Been training him not to yank me around a little bit because he's such a big dog. And then there's Bella. Bella's over here. Hi, baby. Say hi. Yeah, hi. And then Tiger's behind me. So I'm not going to show him right now because he's tinkling. Give him his privacy. Come on, Bella. Dang, Tiger, you really had to go, boo. You had to go, boo. Come on. And there's my Tiger. He's a handsome boy. Yeah, you handsome boy. You go potty? Let me flip my camera around in case he has to go poop. Come on, guys. I'm not going all the way up to the road here. We can stay in the yard. We have plenty of yard to stay in. Okay? You gotta go potty, Papa? Come on. I gotta get B out. She's gotta go potty too. So let's go. Come on. Come on, big boy. There you go. Good job. Bella, don't eat the grass, baby. Come on. I don't know why she loves to eat the grass in the morning. Out here, it's a specific kind of plant or whatever she'd be trying to eat on. Thank God it don't get her sick or nothing, but I always holler at her not to because you don't know what they're eating and you got to keep them safe. So I try to keep her from getting into stuff. Bella, come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Ooh. Good girl. Come on. We gotta get Mama out in her little boot, because her foot's injured. Come on. Let's go home. Let's go home, Bella. Good job. My dogs are pretty good at listening. At times. Unless there's a deer in the yard, because my dog's a hunting dog by blood, even though I don't use her for hunting. But her breed is a hunting dog, and sometimes when she sees a deer, she wants to go after that deer. But I'm so afraid. Come on, guys, now get off the couch. Come on, I'm cleaning it. I'm scrubbing the couch. There's stuff on it right now. There's cleaning chemicals. Come on, let's go. Go to bed. Go to bed. You gotta lay down. Mommy's scrubbing the living room down. I'm deep cleaning my couches and stuff today because, you know, when you have animals, I don't care who you are, they do develop a little bit of a smell, so you have to be constantly deep cleaning something. Tiger, get in bed. And so to avoid my house smelling like dog or whatever, I like to scrub my linens, I like to scrub my couches, and shampoo my carpets. I shampoo my carpets once a week, and I make my own carpet cleaning solution with like laundry detergent and scent booster stuff, and it really helps eliminate any type of dog smell or anything like that. Right now I'm scrubbing my couch, so what I do is I spray it down with like some fabric cleaner, and then don't get on the couch, and then I put baking soda all over it, especially in the areas where your butt sits, because whoever's farting in it and whatever, I know that sounds weird, I'm just a germaphobe, so I put baking soda down to absorb any type of odors that anybody's butt has been on or whatever, and I do that once a month. Because it's all fabric. So you got, like, you know, smells get in the fabric. I don't care how clean your house is. If you spill something like milk or anything, you smoke in the house or something, that smell is soaking into your fabric. So it is best to always, like, you know, to put some baking soda down, get some odor eliminator once in a while and deep clean that shit. That's what I do. Oh, B, let's fix your booty. Oh, no, I don't want you peeing right here. I have to pick up her foot where her booty is so she didn't get pee on her boot because she has a foot injury, and I don't want pee getting in that injury. Alright, B, hold on. Let's fix your boot. It's coming undone. Hey, you gotta fix it. You gotta fix the boot. The boot has to go on. How'd you get it out? Let's go ahead and get it on there, okay? Dude, how did you slip the boot halfway off, dude? We gotta keep this thing covered so that way you don't get hurt. Bia. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. Somehow she kicked the boot part off and I had to fix it. Poor dog. Alright, you gotta go potty? You go poop? Do I need to hold your leg again? No, you got this. My poor baby. I don't know what happened to her foot. I think she was running outside or something and caught a rock on her paw and it cut it. It's not bad, but it is a good cut in the paw pad to where she is putting weight off of it. Hey, Justin, what's up? And so we had to wrap her foot up, clean it, and get her taken to the vet to get it cared for, which was expensive for a cut on the paw, but with dogs, you can't play around with their paws. You can't. They can get infected, they can lose a paw. You have to take any type of cut on their foot seriously. So that's what we did. It was a little bit of an emergency yesterday. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wasn't streaming yesterday as well, because we had to care for the puppy. She comes first. I'm not going to have that on camera and shit. That's weird. I'm not having my dog's injury up here for views. Alright, baby. You got to go back and lay down so you can give that foot some rest, okay? See, I got the gauze and everything wrapped up because she was chewing on it. But it's all wrapped up in a little booty. She's all wrapped up. And I also gave her her allergy shot yesterday. So hopefully with the allergy shot, don't mind my house. I got it tore apart because I'm deep cleaning everything. Anyway, deep cleaning before work, and then I'm going to be finished deep cleaning after work. Right now I'm pulling everything out, scrubbing corners, because the corners are like, you know, when you deep clean, you got to clean your corners of your house. But get in there, pull everything out, and clean it. But that's why everything's kind of just everywhere right now. Y'all have given me a run for my money this morning. And I gotta get ready for work here in a minute. I'm only gonna be working for 4 hours. I'm letting all the baking soda and stuff soak while I'm at work, because then it should be... You want to keep baking soda on your fabrics that you're cleaning for a good couple of hours. So I just put those on before I handle the dogs. So I'm going to leave the baking soda to sit on the couch for 4 hours while I'm at work. And then when I come back, we're going to be cleaning and vacuuming. We're going to shampoo the carpets. All that fun stuff when I get home. Come on, get in there. That's why I didn't smoke yet today. Because if I would have smoked, I would have had no energy. This is me stone cold sober. I am so jacked up on my own energy right now. It's crazy. Like, how do I explain it? How do I explain this shit? I guess I have, like, really hyperactive tendencies. I was never diagnosed with ADHD or nothing like that, so I don't claim it. I was only diagnosed with BPD and autism. Late diagnosed autism, to be exact. And, but yeah, I get really hyperactive when I don't smoke. I'm trying to find my phone stand here. Where did it go? I had it. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I'm like super hyperactive right now, so I'm literally running around the house, cleaning, gardening all at the same time. But see, this is where I don't know where this is the issue with my hyperactivity. And I think it's because, like I said, I don't have ADHD or anything. I have BPD, but I think I'm going through a manic episode right now. Don't know. Don't hold me to that. But I'll get really, really anxious, and I'll hear myself in my own head, like, you need to do this, do that, do this, do that. And while I'm in the middle of doing something, I'll see something else that needs to get done, and I'll run over there and do it, and I'll forget about the other task. So to keep myself organized when I'm in a hyper state like this, because this comes and goes, this isn't like a permanent thing. It happens randomly, but whenever I get in a manic state like this, I like to write me a little checklist on what my tasks were that I'm doing before I even start. And then I try to maintain to that checklist, and my rule is I do not add to the checklist. So if I see something else that needs to be done, put it on tomorrow's checklist or something. Don't put it on today's, because you're going to get overwhelmed and something's going to get half done. You don't want to do that, trust me. Okay? So now I got to get dressed. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go grab me some clothes and throw them on real quick. Since I'm deep cleaning today, I'm not really doing much with my hair. It's probably going to end up just pulled down and brushed. And I'm definitely not putting on fucking makeup today, that's for sure. Where's my coffee? Oh God, I am all over the place this morning. Where the fuck is my coffee? And then I'm so excited. I got the linoleum in for my bathroom floor, the one that I've been remodeling, and I'm going to be putting in our floor. So I'm so excited for that. And it's a pretty khaki color linoleum, so it's in the trunk of my car right now. Well, like in the hatchback, not in the trunk. Okay, I think my coffee got left outside when I was gardening because I'm all over the place, like I said. Manic episode. Thank God I'm broke, or else I would be spending a fuck ton of money right now today. Because that's what happens when somebody gets in a manic episode. Oh, my daughter didn't turn off her bedroom light. She's not even here. She's at school, so let me turn that off and shut her bedroom door so no cats or dogs get in there. And alright, now it's time to get ready for work. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I have to figure out what's going on with the business Facebook page for my job, because I posted videos and they didn't get uploaded. They're not sitting in drafts or nothing. They just kind of got shot out into the ether. And I did it 2 different times that day. And, yeah. Didn't work. I don't know what happened with Business Suite and stuff, so I gotta fix that. So that's basically my main task for work today while I'm there for only 4 hours. And yeah, so let me be right back. I'm gonna grab me a shirt. I'm gonna get changed. Be right back to you. Hold on. Shoot. Okay, I am dressed. It's not nothing fancy, but it's going to be a little hot today, so I had to put on a tank top. Ugh. It's like a baggy one. Ain't no one even going to see me today, so it really doesn't matter. Because I'm literally just going to be in the back messing with the computer all day, so. Lord, I'm going to brush my hair. My hair looks so rough. But I'm going to be doing a deep clean wash on my hair today. Once I get home, it's going to be looking nice. I put like some product in my hair the other day. I don't say the other day, yesterday. I put product in my hair to kind of sleek it back, and now it made it look so oily. I'm never using that gel again, I swear. It was some crap I got from the dollar store. Obviously, it had a residue to it. I don't know if I should put on a scrunchie or if I should just put on a regular hair tie. Probably just a regular hair tie. I need to get one of those like static brushes. You know, the ones that have the ends like this, like the edge brush does, because it really does smooth out like your edges and stuff. So right now I just use this to kind of help. I can see my gray hairs coming through. Yes, I have gray hairs. I'm almost 40, so I have to deal with it and accept it. I could dye my hair, but I've been trying to grow it out past my shoulders, so dyeing it kind of causes more damage. And I'm trying to not cause as much, as I'm putting in a high ponytail saying that, but I'm not putting it in real tight. I said I'm just going to be in the back room at work where no one's even going to see me today, so why get all fancy-fied today? I don't want to look tired, though, so I'm going to put a little something under my eyes. That's the one thing that really shows my age, is my under eyes. This right here. And this forehead. I mean, when it's not moisturized. Speaking of which, we need to do the serum and the moisturizer. Even though we're not putting on makeup, we still have to hydrate our skin. Good Lord. I like this serum. It's from the dollar store, but it smells so good. And it's like really doesn't leave any type of weird residue on your face. I like to get it on my eyelids because my eyelids get really dry. And then my under eyes get really dry. I like to work it in all my dry patches. I get really dry right here. Does anybody else get dry right there at the corner of their mouth? Like not the actual lips itself, but the skin right here in the smile lines gets really dry. So weird. Whew. My skin really needed a drink. It really did. So there's the serum, which is halfway to the moisturizing. And then I get this hydrating gel cream. This shit. I love this stuff. I do. I love this stuff. And then I also got a hyaluronic acid serum that I could put on, but I'm probably going to put that on at night tonight. Whew. That feels nice on the skin. That feels real nice. Yeah, after washing my face this morning before bringing Grace to school, like when I do my face wash and my teeth brushing and all that, I don't know why, but my skin got so dry after. And I only use one kind of soap to wash my face with. And that's only the plain unscented Dove bar. I use unscented Dove on my face and that's it. I don't use it on my body because it's too gentle of a cleanser. I like to use Dial or something a little more harsher on my actual body. The face, White Dove soap works wonders to clean your face without being too harsh. But this morning, I was just really dry this morning. I think it's because I was in the sun a lot yesterday and the day before. I was outside a lot in the sun. Whew, that's better. So I'm just going to put a little something under my under eye. Nothing crazy today. Like I said, I'm not going to be seen by anybody at work. Is that just some shine? What was that on my nose a second ago? Well, that's something. Anyway, I'm going to use my clear primer because my Maybelline white primer was pilling up the other day. Like, it was making all sorts of little white balls all over my face. Yeah, that sounds lovely. White balls on my face. Anyway. Get a little bit of primer under the eye. This primer really does help keep everything from creasing, especially if you, like, have a good bit of serum and moisturizer down first. Like, it always helps with the creasing. Just making sure, because what creases your under eye is it being so dry. So giving it that good bit of moisturizer before you even lay anything down really, really helps. It does. I don't care what anybody says. It helps. So I'm going to use a little bit of my cream concealer and then a little bit of my matte concealer on top of that, and that's it. I'm not doing the rest of my face. I'm just getting under my eye real, real good, and that's it. Because I just don't want to look tired today. I'm not doing shadow, foundation, none of that. Just a little bit under the eye. Just to wake me up and not make me look so damn tired. And now I bring my concealer up to the bridge of my nose up in here because you see how it's really dark. So it also kind of helps with that too, because like my dark circles will go all the way up to like there. So that's better. And then I'm going over top of that with a little bit of a matte concealer. So that way it doesn't look like I'm sweating. Where's my matte concealer? It's not in my drawer. Is it in my bag? Yeah, it's in the bag. Okay. So just a little bit of the matte concealer. I like to get that real good in the inner corner. What are you doing in here, kitty cat? Meow. My cat's hollering at me. She must want something. I just fed them this morning, though. Let me double check their water dish. Their water dish is in a separate part from their food dish. I keep their food dishes separate from the dogs' area. Like, they have their whole own little room to eat food so the dogs don't steal it. But I like to keep all their waters in the same area because the cats will try to steal or drink out of their water bowl, and then everybody's getting all weird. And, oh, that's my water bowl. And I don't want the dogs and cats bickering. I know it sounds stupid, but they bicker. Okay, and that brightened up the under eye a lot. I have such a big nose. I really do. It doesn't look like it now, but watch this. Hold up. Holy shit. But I don't hate my nose. I'll never get surgery for it. I like my big nose. I can smell good. I can smell real good. I have a very good sense of smell. I got a big nose, big forehead. I'm not too worried about it, though. I got a hair in my eyelash. Okay, we're good. So that just brightened me up I'm more awake looking now. I didn't do any edges. I kind of wanted to pin my edges back into the ponytail today. Just because I got to wash my hair. I'm not trying to put a bunch more extra product in it because I'm going to be washing it later. There we go. So I'm not trying to put product in my hair right now. Today's wash day. So after work, after I finish deep cleaning my house, because I'm not going to take a shower and then deep clean my house. I'm going to finish deep cleaning this house because it's going to be nasty as shit. Because I like to get into stuff. I like to get my hands in there. I'm not afraid to get dirty. So once I get done cleaning, then I'm going to get me a nice hot shower. Just do a little bit of eyeliner. Not much. Something to make me look like I have an eyelash. Or like thicker eyelashes. I don't want to put any mascara on today because my eyes are a little irritated from when I was working outside in Manning. I don't know if y'all seen me on that live stream, but there was a lot of debris that we were picking up, and some of it got in my eyes because I didn't have any safety goggles. So my eyes are really irritated today. So I'm doing really light makeup around them. And that's it. How come this is more easier to do in the camera than it is in the mirror? I could literally see everything. I had to use the mirror to clean it up a little though. So yeah, I'm just putting a little bit of eyeliner on my outer corners because like I said, my eyes are irritated today and I want to give them a rest. You know, when you're older like me, you kind of have to choose what days you're going to wear heavy makeup and which days you're not. Your skin has to have time to breathe. It's not 20-year-old skin anymore. It's like double the age of that, so we have to be very gentle with our skin. It has to be able to breathe sometimes. I have to pluck my eyebrows. These are really bad. Let me go get my tweezers real quick. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Goodness, I'm gonna kill my husband. I swear I'm gonna kill my husband. This motherfucker took my tweezers that I use for my eyebrows and he's using them to smoke wax. To do dabs. Okay? This motherfucker got me pissed off. He got me real pissed off. I'm gonna use my tweezers. The fuck wrong with you? I was thinking about shaving the back ends of my eyebrows off to help with like makeup and like making my face look a little more lifted. But I don't know. I'm too scared. How about this? If I end up with 100 subscribers, just 100, nothing crazy, I'll shave off the back half of my eyebrows on live. Okay? How about that? Y'all push me to do it. I've always wanted to do it. So if y'all give me 100 subscribers, I'll do it. How about that? Yeah. And I'll bring this up on my live every fucking day. 100 subscribers, I'll shave the back half of my eyebrows off. And hell, they'll grow back if I don't like them. I don't care. I just don't have the balls to do it. Get a makeup wipe out, because sometimes you gotta clean the edges of your tweezers so they can get a good grip onto your hair. I need better tweezers. My husband kind of ruined these when he used them. So, yeah, they're basically ruined. But my eyebrows are so fucking woolly, I have to do something about them. I can't live like this. Oh my god, these tweezers are not working. They're barely working. It's pissing me off. It's making me sad. Oh my, come on. It's not wanting to work. These tweezers suck. He's ruined every pair of tweezers I've had. Y'all don't understand. He's ruined every fucking pair of tweezers I've had. Mainly just want to get these ones off the top. Y'all want to know a secret? My eyebrows grow a little point up here. And I just pluck it off. In fact, you can kind of see it growing on this side. See that little point? Yeah, it grows, but I pluck it off. Yeah, I got little pointy eyebrows like the devil. Like the devil. But I'm not the devil, guys. Don't worry. I'm a Christian. Well, not really Christian. I just believe in treating others the way you want to be treated. I believe in loving one another and spreading goodwill and being kind, especially to the elderly and children, because, you know, the children don't deserve that type of ugliness. And elderly, they've been on this earth way too long and put up with too much bullshit to be treated like crap. Now, that doesn't mean if there's an elderly person being a dickhead to call them out on it, because you have to. Just because you're old doesn't give you the entitlement to be an asshole. But you also have to keep in mind that they're older, they're probably confused, they're probably in a lot of pain, and that's probably why they are the way they are. So, you know, a little sympathy and putting yourself in other people's shoes before you judge them, or even don't judge them at all. How about that? But I'm saying just put yourself in somebody else's shoes before you have an opinion of them, because you don't know what somebody's going through. Period. You don't know. Even if it's a really good friend of yours that you see on a daily basis, they might not tell you what's going on. They might keep that crap to themselves because their whole lives, when they grew up, they were taught that they didn't matter. So they don't speak. At least that's me. I'll be going by and seeing people that I see on a daily basis and acting like I'm just fine. And I won't tell them shit. Because growing up as a child, my parents told me my voice didn't matter. They told me I was just a child. I was supposed to just shut up and deal. And then also having undiagnosed autism as a child, which didn't get diagnosed till later in life. Those are the things that made me develop my borderline personality disorder. Is being told how I don't matter, how worthless my opinion is, my questions, I'm supposed to shut up. So, you know. And autistic children, they do try to make logic of whatever is going on around them. When they ask you, why do we do this the way we do, or why are we leaving at this time, they're not being rude. They're just trying to make sense of the world. They are. They're just trying to make sense of the entire world. So, again, a little sympathy would be nice. Because you don't know what somebody's going through. Alright, let's pluck that little pointy piece out of my eyebrows. I tell you what, my eyebrows look so much more different when they're groomed than when they're not. Like, this one's more groomed, this one's not, you see? It just looks like a mess. Hot fucking mess over here. So let's just clean this up. I'm kind of glad I got all this documented because, like I said, my BPD symptoms, it's so hard to get them on camera because you don't just set up right when you're about to have a fucking moment. But like just streaming like I have been every day, I've been being able to capture a lot of good symptoms of my BPD for other people. Hopefully it can help y'all understand it, especially if you're somebody that's going through it. I hope my videos help you. Because a lot of these like mental health influencers and stuff, they like set up scenarios or something, or like they set up the cry in front of the camera. I don't do that. I just sit and record. It might be boring. You might have 2 hours of just nothing, or you might, get something good on camera with me. So, but it's just me out in the open being unapologetically myself, and I'm trying to be honest and open on live as much as I can, so that way someone could at least understand it. Maybe I'll pray and pray that maybe a therapist will end up seeing my lives one day and helping me out with explaining to my therapist what I be going through every day. Because it's one thing to have your BPD and go to your counselor and stuff like I do, but it's so hard to articulate what's going on in words sometimes, especially when you have autism like I do. It's very hard for me to articulate what I go through on a daily basis, unless I'm actually in that moment feeling it, and then I like to speak on it then. So these live streams and stuff are really helpful for me to be able to go back and look at a symptom and be like, okay, this is what happened. I can go back, rewatch these lives and be like, okay, so this is what I did, this is how I behaved, this is how I can correct this, or this is how I can treat this symptom. So it really does help with all these live streams, even if no one watches them. But even if they do, I really pray and hope that this helps somebody out here in the world so they can understand what they're going through. Because growing up in the 90s, because like I said, I'm in my 30s, growing up in the 90s, they didn't really have mental health advocates for girls, for young children that are female. We were just kind of thrown to the wayside and told to figure it the fuck out. So it was really hard for me to navigate life in general, especially in my teenage years. My teenage years, I suffered really bad depression, trying to figure out what was going on with my life, trying to make sense of what was what. And yeah, so, but now, thank God, they're getting better medically with stuff like that, all the doctors, diagnoses and stuff. But in the 90s, yes, us little girls that suffered with autism were thrown to the wayside because they didn't think girls could get autism. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Okay, are these hairs going to get plucked or what's going on? Are these tweezers quitting on me? There we go. Get these last little couple of hairs and I should be done. If they'll pluck. Good God, they're giving me a hard time. And I just want to get some of this point off That's better. That is way better. Now I gotta just get the middle, because that part gets a little rough. I'm always having to pluck my unibrow. And no, it doesn't actually connect. My eyebrows don't connect into an actual unibrow, but I do get these little peach fuzzes right here, and they just look really bad with makeup on. It gives it like too much of a textured look, so they're like baby hairs, so I do pluck them out because it just gives me a better makeup finish on my face. God, these tweezers suck. I'm probably going to have to go to the store and get new tweezers come payday on Friday. Oh my God, these tweezers suck. They really do. And now my unibrow is red. Now it looks red from me plucking it. So I'm just going to put a little moisturizer over top of it. It'll be okay. They're going to be like, but Stephanie, you just plucked it. You have open pores. Don't put any moisturizer on that spot. This spot right here gets so dry that if I don't put moisturizer on it, it's going to crack. Like, it gets dry. Not really crack, but it'll start shedding or whatever and looking ashy. And I don't want an ashy face, so we're moisturizing it. Alright. Alright, I'm not doing any makeup today. Like I said, I just did a little under my eye, a little bit of eyeliner to accentuate my eyes a little, and that's it. I don't need to do a full face of makeup today. This is my skin. Except for under here. There's concealer under here. The rest of it's my skin. And that's it. You can see my pores. They're visible. There's no tricks to the light. This isn't perfect skin. You can see textures. This is what normal skin looks like, people. This is what normal skin looks like. I'm not going to hide it. I don't care. Everybody likes to try to be perfect on the internet because they're afraid somebody's going to see something, some flaw, and point it out. Why does it matter? Why does it matter? They're not paying a bill in your house. Who cares what they say? That's what I try to tell people. Like, if you want to post something, post something. Don't be afraid of what people are going to say about you online. You know, as long as you're not abusing nobody, no animals, no children, and you're not hurting nobody online, and you're not being a piece of shit person by, like, you know, promoting hate, who cares what you post? Like, who cares? Like, I don't dislike anybody on the internet at all. Except for Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She just needs to get off the fucking internet, period. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Take her phone away. Take that bitch's phone away, okay? Gypsy Rose does not need to be on the internet. Other than that, I really have no problem with people, influencers and all that. Unless you're a fucking pedophile, then you need to die, of course. I don't believe in that shit. Leave kids alone. You want to be sick, go be sick to yourself in your own place without having to look at kids and whatever. Go hurt yourself. Like, nah, we ain't doing that to kids. And anytime if I ever find out someone near me is kind of gross to kids, I'm going to punch them in the mouth. I'll put hands on them. I don't care. I don't care. I was well, I'm not going to say the V word. I'm a victim. But I was in a position where I got hurt as a child. I was. And I would never want another child to go through that. Even if, like, you were my worst enemy, I wouldn't wish that on you or your children. That's fucked up. It caused a lot of pain in my life. A lot of hurt, a lot of confusion. I still go to therapy about it because I'm not even comfortable about my own body because someone violated mine when I was a child. So that's why I feel so strong about this type of topic, where I say if you're a creep like that, you can just die. I don't care. You want to hurt other people, you don't deserve to be here. But yeah, other than that, I have no problems with nobody. Just get Gypsy Rose off the fucking internet. And I'm not going to go back into her past about, oh, her mom was abusive or this and that. You didn't have to kill her, though. Yes, she might have been abusive. But you didn't have to kill her, though. You could have stood up at any time. Any of those damn conventions you were at, sitting in that wheelchair, you could have stood the fuck up. And then you're going to write a book after you kill your mom talking about my time to stand? Bitch, your time to stand was in the middle of all those people while your mother was still alive. If you were that much of a victim, you could have got out of it. I was going through abusive situations in a foster home, and I was able to speak up and get out of there. Even though I had nobody advocating for me. Even my caseworker didn't advocate for me. And I still found a way to get the fuck up out of there without having to hurt nobody. So, excuses. Everybody got them and they all stink. Period. I am so hyped up today. Oh my God. I can't live like this right now. I'm so hyped up. And I hate it. I hate that I'm in a manic episode today. But they happen and we need to power through them. So this is what we're going to do today is clean the house. After I get off of work. I already have everything prepped for me to clean. I have stuff soaking. I have baking soda down, absorbing whatever dirt that needs to get absorbed up. I'm going to be at work for 4 hours and I'm coming back and I'm deep cleaning the fuck out of this house. Let me just clean up these eyebrows a little bit. I'm still waiting to leave for work though. Like, I don't go to work, or, excuse me, leave for work in about another 15 minutes. But I got work to do today. I got a good bit of work to do today. My eyebrows are really thick, but I still use an eyebrow pencil to kind of just get this shape cleaned up. Because if not, it just looks like a hot mess. Oh, I'll put too much down at the bottom there. Whoops. Let's wipe that off. I'm going to fill that in. Yeah, that looks way better. Holy shit. I'm just going to do the same with this tail end. There we go. That looks better. Looks a lot better. Put a little lip oil on because I need some hydration on the lippies. My lips get so dry. Does anybody else have any tips or tricks on what to do with your lips? Because I be struggling with dry lips. I be drinking a lot of water. I be putting Vaseline on them. I be putting lip oil on them. I've done lip scrubs. I've done everything. And they still be a little dry. I mean, today they're actually not that bad. I've even been putting like the SPF lip balm on them to keep them from drying out in the sun. It's actually getting better, actually. I can't really complain too much. It's not that bad today. I need to get new lip oil, though. Just dabbed it off. We're good. Alright. Well, it's about time for me to go to work here in a minute. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. Bye, YouTube. Love y'all. And be good today.